Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play action, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Nice little juke. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First down, here's the run with Cook. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off near the 26. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They go play action. Cousins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 41, Hurts.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A quick throw into the hands of Reagor.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
91 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 50 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott Good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 27 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
and my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the